Sure. When you talk about controls, there are some very basic controls that can be put in place, and then there's some more elaborate type things. But from a basic function, multi-factor authentication, right? That's key, particularly with critical systems, right? The mistake people make is they put multi-factor on and they do it on their email, and that's super great. That's a good start. But what about your ERP or your accounting system, or the list goes on and on? And those are the things that people are really after, right? They want to get to your data. And so I would suggest looking at that. You've got endpoint detection response. That's a must-have these days anymore. That was a nice to have probably 4 or 5 years ago. It's a must to have now, and it's really the quality of that product. Do an evaluation, work with a company, work with your integrator, work with ISG, work with a vendor to establish which one works best for you. Make sure on your backups, right, that you're off domain, you're secure, you're encrypted employee, and I'm sure Brent will talk about this, the 3-2-1 rule, right? And maybe even the 3-2-1+1 is becoming a little bit more popular these days. Here's one that we haven't talked about a lot. We've done a lot of these sessions over the years. PAM, or Privileged Access Management. It's a new one now, right? It's a new requirement for insurance, cyber insurance, to get a solid policy in place without paying premiums. You're going to need to work with somebody that does take a lot of work. There's different ways to can do that. You can kind of get there through conditional access as well. You can buy software platforms that do it. Email filtering and web security. Look at a platform that actually does that well. There's lots of them out there. They're basic things that can stop your end users from clicking links. Get a patch management strategy in place.